Welcome to the Youth Excellence Show here at Chenny TV. I am Mary Muinde, and today we are going to focus on drug and drug abuse. And today I'm privileged to have two students from Daystar University, and they actually happen to be all managers of the radio station at the school, which is Shine FM 103.1. And also I have our counselor, Mr. Kunga, who is also going to tell us more about drugs. So as we start, I want Mr. Kunga to tell us a brief about drugs.
A drug is any chemical substance that stimulates our central nervous system. When we talk of abusing of the drug, we mean we misuse. You either overdose or you underdose drugs. We have different types of drugs. We have the stimulus drugs like bangi, like tobacco. We also have vaccines like polio. We also have pain relievers like Panadols and many others. But we want to specialize on stimulus drugs. Some of them, they are the ones which have really affected our youth. And that is why it is worthy for the student to know, or any youth to know, that taking drugs, they have got so many side effects. And one of the side effects is that they affect our mental. This is the mind which you are using in school. Now, if it has been interfered, you cannot be in a position to excel. Also, drugs, they also interfere with our families. If you take drugs like alcohol, you get people in the family, they quarrel now and then, and it interferes by making the family to have a problem. Another issue, it also interferes with our peers, the people you relate with, the people you interact with. It becomes a problem even to socialize with the people. So drugs have got so many side effects in our life. So we as youth, we need to know that drugs is not a solution, because when you take drugs, you are interfering with your future, even your health. You tamper with your health, start taking drugs, is a cause of some diseases. Like example, taking of tobacco, it becomes a problem of some of the diseases like cancer. So drug is not a solution of solving problems. So you as a youth, you should know that you have an opportunity, you have a bright future. So drug is not a solution, but academic is the solution for you to be able to excel. So thank you.
My name is Shem Jackton Wanyama, a student at Daystar University, a fourth year, and I'm also a communication major. I'm also Shine FM 103.1 assistant station manager, also the human resource manager.
And you, Jeremiah?
Okay, I'm Jeremiah Kipainoi, station manager, Shine FM. Maybe a small background about myself is that I've worked in Shine FM as a radio station since 2013. I'm still going.
That's so nice.
Yes.
I want you to explain to us how you got into drugs in the first place, because I believe you used to be in drugs before, and you transformed to even this level of even working at the station. I believe you're even the station manager.
Yeah, I'm the assistant station manager.
Oh, wow, that's so nice.
Yeah, and also the human resource manager.
Amazing. So just tell us, how did you get into drugs in the first place? Did it just happen, or what happened?
First, I would like to say, when I joined Daystar as a freshman, I never used to take any kind of drugs. But it reached a point that I can say it's friends who dragged me into it, and also choices. So my first semester, I was living in school. But my second semester, I asked my parents that I want to move out of the school, that is off campus. So off campus, at the hostel that I moved in, students there were abusing drugs carelessly. So I must say, they introduced me to it slowly by slowly. First, they introduced me to alcohol. After alcohol, they introduced me to cigarettes. Now they told me cigarettes and alcohol blending well. Slowly, again, they introduced me to a bang. That is because bang is pocket friendly. You can it's the cheapest than as compared
to. By cheap, you mean?
By cheap, I mean you can get for 30 bob or 50 bob, as compared to one bottle of alcohol or beer you get at 150 or 200. Maybe mzinga you get at a cost of maybe 500 and above. But bangi 30, 50, you're good and you're high and you're sorted. And then slowly by slowly, they introduced me to Mogoka in this a place we call it Mogoka, or maybe commonly known as Mira. So Mira, I used Mira for quite a number of years. And one thing with Mira, when I was chewing Mira, I used to smoke 4 packets of cigarettes a day. and also smoke. We call it G-bag. We call it G-bag, and G-bag costs 1,000. And there are two types of bang. One is a shashamani, another one is a bush.
A shashamani.
Shashamani. Shashamani is high grade. It's just like high grade.
Bush?
A bush is just a cheap one. Yeah, you can get it from the bushes.
Okay.
But high grade is a quality one. So you get it costs 1,000 and or to 1,500. But now a bush costs 300 to 400. Yeah. So like that. I even I was arrested quite a number of times by policemen.
Because you're selling or what?
Because I was using.
Okay.
For my case, I never used to sell drugs.
Okay.
I used to just invite friends in my house. We smoke together, we get high together, we do stuff, and just evil things, wicked things. And also, I used to go to drinking places. We fight over women, you can imagine. So we fight over women because I take my woman at the drinking spree, and someone else from I don't know where wants to come in and take my woman.
Yeah.
I buy for my woman drinks and all that, and you want to take. I almost killed someone because of taking my woman. I strangled that person with my bare hands. You were
not sober, or were you sober?
I was not sober. I was. They call it handers. I was having handers.
Oh wow! What are handers?
Handers. Now you know when you're that's stimulation.
Okay.
I can say when you're chewing mira, there are these things that.
Oh yeah. Where it clogs on your mouth.
Yeah, clogs on your mouth. Yeah, that is what is called handers, and yeah. So I was having it in my mouth, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I'd taken, I took a few drinks and there, I'd smoked bang. So, yeah, and I was
and all
happy.
This time you were still in school, yeah?
I was still in school. My sponsor used to pay school fees for me, but I never used to go to for classes.
Was he giving you the money at hand, or was he sending the money to the school?
He was sending the money to the school, but I used to lie to him. I used to lie to him that we are having academic trips to Tanzania, academic trip to Northeastern, things like that. So he used to send me 20,000 or 30,000. Yeah, to all that cash, the 20,000 or 30,000. He sends me now. Tomorrow I don't have even anything. I use it all of it.
But I have a question, Jeremiah. I just want you to give a brief introduction of yourself, and as you're doing that, you're the station manager of Shine FM 103.1.
Yeah.
As this is happening, these are students from the school. What is the responsibility of your radio station? Yeah, why can your radio station reach these students? Even in there are students in school and outside school. Can your station reach to all these students in that you find that there's no such issues, or the station can't help?
First of all, Shine FM is a gospel radio station.
Yeah.
So what we do is basically gospel.
Yeah.
So the work that we do revolves around the word of God, gospel music, transformation.
Yeah.
So each time we have cases of maybe someone who is liberated from drugs. We are very happy as a station. So we have very many programs which are tailored for specifically a young generation that will ensure that we can get people who are already using these drugs, and how can these people be able to come to their senses and try come out of the bondage, because that's bondage. Yeah. So we have a couple of programs. Maybe the most that I see, he does one program that's very effective by the. It's called it's a reggae show.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to tell us about it.
Yeah, okay.
It's one of the shows. We also had another one that specifically had this general music called Rhythm, because youth really associate with that. So the more they listen to that music, which is conscious music, they are able to hear what the host has to say, the stories that are told, and then they can, at least someone will get transformed from, at least even if you won't transform from your bedroom listening to that, when you hear that and many times, maybe you can come to your senses.
So communication.
Communication.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe a quick question to you, Shem. Yeah.
Yes.
When now you've talked about your friends getting into drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you got into drugs, how long did you stay in it, and how did you come out of it?
I stayed in drugs for, I can say, the moment I joined school till 2014. That is 3.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can say choices, because firstly, why am I saying choices? It's because I chose to move to off campus.
Yeah.
And another reason I chose to move to off campus is women. I wanted I had
time with them.
Yeah, time with them, and I wanted time with them and freedom with them, because I had that hostel. Women can just come in your room, half naked. They ask you maybe to do.
That's outside the school premise.
Yeah, that's outside the school premise. They can just come half naked, knock your door, and just ask you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So basically, you wanted that freedom.
Yeah, that freedom.
So that was one of the causes that made you.
Yeah, choices.
But
and then another one is friends. Friends now, after I had moved to the said hostels, friends now introduced me to that. And we as young people, we need to be very careful with the friends we choose. Yeah, and need to be very careful with the choices we make, because the choices we make right now are going to affect our future. They count a lot. I remembered the story of the prodigal son, who was given all the cash to go and do they call it immorality, but it reached a point he transformed. So I remember that, because I used to be extravagant with cash, pocket money, and all that. So I used to be very thin. My health was affected. My can say my mental state of thinking. I started now thinking like a villager. Yeah, because those are kind of friends I was hanging out with. All my friends, Daystar student friends, deserted me because of the maybe bad influence and all that. So another thing was debts. I used to owe like everyone debts, shops. Hotels, the bar owners, even the person who was selling me Mira, I used to owe them a lot of debts.
How are you surviving having all these debts? You've used all your pocket money.
I used to have
classes.
That was the problem. I used to have a good tongue to lie. Yeah, now drugs made me to now know and understand how to lie and put that innocent face so that someone can sympathize with you and maybe help you out. I used to prefer, with the 100 shillings I have, I preferred going to buy Mira or Mogoka, as we call it, and Mogoka can make you full.
It makes you bloated.
Bloated. So you never think of food. In fact, when you're chewing Mira and someone brings you food, you can beat up that person.
Reduce appetite.
Go back. You lose appetite. Go back with your food. So to me, and with that, slowly but slowly, my health began deteriorating. My health was bad and all that. So to answer your question, those are some of the things that contributed me to think a lot. My sponsor stopped sponsoring me. For 4 semesters, I was not going to class. I just wake up in the morning.
So he found out that you were lying?
I am lying.
He found out?
He found out. He used to ask me for transcript. I lie. I say the school servers are down. These semesters we are not sending. These semesters we are not. We are not getting results and all that. And it will never happen like that, because if someone sponsors you, he or she must know the whereabouts and the welfare. So I used to lie and then he decided to come by himself to find out and to check what is happening. He found out that kumbe he's been paying fee. I'm not attending classes. My transcript has F's, E's, X's, and all that, D's, and all that. My GPA was down. So he was very upset and he stopped sponsoring me and giving me even a single cent. So by that, I used to be disturbed by that issue. So I said, enough is enough. Even the landlord kicked me out of the house. I sold my everything. Everything. I used to sleep on the floor, including my clothes. So that disturbed me a lot, and I said enough is enough. It's not like I'm lacking anything at home.
So after all this pressure of feeling your friends are now gone, you're sleeping down, that's when you transformed?
Yeah, all this pressure.
Okay.
In fact, there's a time I was looking for older women to sleep with them. My financial support, to give me financial support, to give, and also there's a time I joined, I almost joined Illuminati. When I was just about, when I was just about to join.
You try to join the Illuminati, everybody talks about everybody. You know that people who say it's not real.
Yeah.
You tried to join Illuminati?
I tried to join Illuminati. I was almost selling my soul to the devil.
Okay, just hold that for now. We're going to take a short break for now, and when we come back, we're going to know how Shem tried to join Illuminati.
My name is Dasma. I'm at Daystar University. You are watching Youth Excellence Show at Chani TV.
Hi, my name is George Kimani. I'm from Daystar University. You are watching the Youth Excellence Show with Mary Muinde. Keep it Shiny TV.
I'm Catherine Jemima from Daystar University, Shine FM 103.1. You are watching Youth Excellence Show at Chani TV.
My name is Joy from Daystar University. I work at the Involvement newspaper, watching the Youth Excellence Show right here at Chani TV.
Welcome back to the Youth Excellence Show. And now I want to take this opportunity for the students to ask any questions they have for Jeremiah or Shem or even Mr. Kunga or even any addition.
My name is Willa Obura. How did you join Illuminati?
Okay, now we have had these questions from the students. So Shem, I want you to tell the students, and people watching at home, how you joined Illuminati.
Okay, out of that desperation now for financial support, I'm not eating well. My sponsor stopped sponsoring me, even sending me a single cent. Even my mom was disappointed to some extent, and also my mom was retiring. Her time had come to an end, maybe to go home. I can say I used to receive so much influence from my friends. We used to watch the music. We used to watch wakina Jay-Z, Rihanna, wakina Beyonce, wakina P. Diddy, Chris Brown. Those are kind of music we liked watching, and we got influence. We got influence from them that these people are into Illuminati. They've made it because of that. So slowly by slowly, I started getting initiated to that. I went to access now the internet. I sent my proposal that I want to join, and these people target talent. For me, I used to be good in soccer, acting, drama, so many things. Like for instance, doing so many things as a young person. So after that, they sent me a response. They gave me a form to fill. After I filled the form, I sent back to them. They sent me another form. And now, advancing step by step. After that, now, when I was just about to join, I remembered my mom. Because my mom is the only person I've known my entire life. I lost my dad when I was 9 months old. I never saw my dad, maybe photos and all that. But my mom is the one who has raised me up to now. So I remembered the love of my mom, because these people, when they want to, when they give you wealth and riches, they must come to take the one they love.
Very true.
And
Sacrifice.
I remember sacrifice. So it's, anything to do with the devil, it's never for free. So I remembered my mom, and I changed my thought drastically. I left it at that. And then I tried to commit suicide thrice.
After the Illuminati procedure, or
it was on the process. All of them were now
at the same time.
At the same time. Now the landlord has kicked me out of the house. I'm ashamed to face my mom. My brother has stopped sponsoring me. Now I have nowhere to seek help. I'm just all alone. I'm just by myself. I wanted to, I was still on the thoughts to go to the junction here, Daystar junction, Mombasa Road here, as on the way to Mombasa, or Machakos, to be hit by a truck. I just smoke, burn, drink enough. I go to the road, I wait for a truck, and then I
what
get
made you
hit.
stop?
A friend of mine came. A friend of mine came, and he came looking for me so that we can go hang out and drink together. On the process, He took me and we laughed together. I forgot the feeling.
The 3 times, you tell me,
The
miracles were just happening.
Miracles were just happening.
Okay.
The other time was I wanted to take a rope. I was still on the thoughts in my room. I wanted to go tie the rope on top of the shower washroom. I swing there. Another instance was I wanted to drink medicine, and a friend of mine again came.
So let's just say it's God.
It's just God.
Okay.
God knew the work ahead of me.
Okay.
So he thought maybe it's too soon and too early to take my life. Yeah.
I am Willow Bura. As the station manager, how sure are you that your message on drugs reaches all students?
I can't really say that all students, we don't reach all students because they don't really listen to one program at one time. So what we do is our best. We use different platforms. We use social media, we use Facebook, we use Twitter, we use WhatsApp messages, we use posters around the school as much as we can, because we really can't say that we can reach everyone and everybody at the same time, but we ensure that what we can do best is reach the maximum number of people. So we use social media, which is something that most of the students use at this generation, and posters which they see around, basically that, and try have some forums which can discuss things and let them know, because they already know. They already know these things. Yes.
Do you still keep contact with friends that you did drugs with? And if so, how would you relate to them? Because you have a mindset of sobriety, and they're still wallowing in the depths and the shallow darkness of drug abuse. So if you could please elaborate that for me. Thank you.
To answer him a question, how he can, how somebody who is morally upright can interact with those people who are much addicted with the drugs, I think the best thing, my friend here, he has just given it very clearly, that it is just a good friend who assisted the person. So we can say that when you interact with those people who are good, we should not reject these people who are taking drugs. We should try to look for ways, we should be responsible to try and help them. And also, try to bring them close to God, so that they can be in a position to be able to change. Because with God, everything is possible. Just like our friend here. Thank you.
And I can add something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, if you are born again, you can, just the same way as Jesus, when he went somewhere to minister and he turned water into wine. He knew, he read the environment and the mood of the people. These people, if I just speak plainly the message, they won't listen. So he turned water into wine so that to catch their attention. So you, as a servant of God, you can also go with what they love. You can also use, if it's reggae music for young people, use reggae music that is conscious, that it's good for their ears and is comfortable for everyone to listen. You'll catch their attention. If they love sports, go introduce an initiative of sports, maybe football, maybe athletics, and then you bring them together, speak the message. Yeah, you can change them, and by that, it's interaction. You're interacting with them and spreading the message.
My name is David Ngabo. I wanted to ask, have you ever felt like going back to drugs?
Yeah, you know, when I used to drink and also abuse drugs, it was just the mindset. In your mind, you fix it that today without drinking, I won't feel good. Today without smoking, I won't feel good. So it's just in the mind, and you slowly by slowly you made it a habit. So you can substitute that with good music, gospel music. You put that in your mind. Academics, studies, you enjoy. There are courses you can enjoy.
So
there
all you're saying
who,
is everything is all in the mind.
In the mind. There are people who enjoy doing mathematics. Whenever you feel you're bored, take a subject that you love the most. Do it, and then slowly by slowly, you just you forget. You forget the evil things, the wicked things like drug abuse and all that. You substitute that. It's all in the mind. Yeah. It's all in the mind, and you make it a habit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what if somebody says they're addicted and they can't get out of it?
Addiction is also in the mind.
Okay.
Addiction is also in the mind because something like a ban Something like bang, most people say they cannot do without bang. They're addicted. That is also in their mind. For me, I'm here. It is 2 years now since I quit. On February 14th, I'll be marking my second year anniversary. Yeah, since I quit, I stopped using drugs. So I'm here, and I was fighting with addiction. When am I different from those people who are fighting with addiction? I'm here, I'm surviving. So it's just in the mind, it's just you, in your thoughts, it is just your confession. Even the Bible says, what a man thinketh, so he is.
My name is Halim, so I have 2 questions. So the first question is, I hear shisha is a drug, so how does it affect you? Because it comes in flavors like pineapple, apple, so... Then second question is, you told us that when you're taking drugs, there's this nice feeling you used to get. So how can you get that nice feeling without taking drugs? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, to answer my friend there on the question of shisha, statistics and research have shown that 1 puff of shisha is equally the same as 200 cigarettes. So I can say, you know the effects of cigarettes. So it's the same as just, the effects are the same. Bad health and effects on your lungs and things like that. So shisha has effects.
Okay, maybe because of time, I would like each one of you to maybe give us your last words, as we wind up. So let's start from Shem.
For me, I can say it's been a journey. It's not been easy. And for friends, those friends I used to hang out with, they were hanging out with me because I was buying for them. But now, all those friends deserted me. Right now, I'm hanging out with good friends. Friends like Jeremiah is a good friend, so he really inspires me a lot. And also, I'm hanging out with friends in Shine FM. By that, and also I'm using Shine FM as a platform to inspire young people who are going through the same. And I'm using, there's a show I'm doing, a reggae show for young people. The one you mentioned. It's called Jam Moment. And I'm using that, using reggae music to catch their attention and also speak the good message. Tell them my story, hoping they will be transformed. And I'm also the assistant station manager and also the HR manager. Another thing is I decided to join the Christian Fellowship. By that, you align yourself with good thoughts and friends who help you forget your past. And also, I'm using sports to inspire and build young people. For me, I can say these young people who are looking at me right now, you have potential. You are talented. And the devil will always aim for gifted people, talented people, those people who have potential. The devil will not go to someone who can offer nothing. So you are talented. Be careful when the devil is fighting you. Be careful because the devil wants to take away that gift God has given you. So if you are listening to me and you're using drugs, stop it, because I believe you can use your talent well. You can use everything God has given you well. So just the same as God rescued me from the bondage of drugs and drug addiction, here I am. I'm talented. I'm gifted. I'm using what God gave me in a good way. I'm working for a radio. I'm ministering to people, the same as you.
Okay, for me, working as in a radio station, what I tell the young people is it's very important to keep yourself busy and do what you really love most. If you do love doing, maybe it's a talent, if you want to speak and motivate people, do it now. There's no saying I'm going to do it when I'm out of school. Do it now. Because when you do it now, then you'll be able to practice and be ready for the market. So do that, and I'm sure that you won't have time for drugs. Like, I don't have time for drugs. I don't have extra time that I can say I'm going to deal with other things. So please, again, I insist, do what you can now. Yes.
My last message to the youth is 1, look for a role model like them. 2, put God first in whatever you are doing. And 3, avoid being idle. And make sure that you come back to your senses all the time so that your mindset will always be alert. Thank you.
Well, you've not heard it from my guests, especially from Shem, a transformed addict. So I believe you can sit and say that you're an addict of something and you can't get out of it. So I believe from all you've heard, your life from today is going to be transformed in a special way. And if you feel you have questions which have not been answered, you can ask them in our Facebook page, and our counselor, Mr. Kunga, is going to be more than willing to answer them. This has been the Youth Excellence Show here at Chenny TV. I am Mary Muinde. Do join us again on Wednesday, same time.
Tafute Yesu wewe, tafuta uso wake, atatue shida zako, aioshe roho ya